Hey everybody, today's video brings us out to Columbia, South Carolina. I was gonna say, this is my first time ever being in Columbia, South Carolina, but that's not the case because I noticed as I was driving in the opposite direction, north, not south, that I was passing things I actually recognized, and that's because on the way down to Florida, for some reason my GPS, well, I stopped off to get gas, and then I wasn't able to make like a turn I wanted to make, so my GPS took me some weird, crazy way through Columbia, South Carolina. So my first time ever being in this town, well, driving through this town anyway, was on the way down to Florida, and now on my way back, I'm also here once again because there's actually something here I want to see. In fact, there's a lot of things in Columbia that I want to check out, but we're gonna check out one thing today. We're here at the, I'm guessing I'm saying this right, Maxcy Gregg pool. This is the Maxcy Gregg Park. Is it M-A-X-C-Y? Macy Gregg? I don't know. You leave your comments down below if you know the actual correct pronunciation of this pool slash park. The reason why we're out here today is to take a look at something that we have not done in a while, something I have not done in a while, something I have not come out to see in a while. And I figured today we would do this because I'm actually kind of in a bit of a hurry to get home. I have to get back home to my son. I got things to do. I have to get back to Pennsylvania to take care of, again, things with the house, and there's a lot to do. I'm in a bit of a hurry today. I can't really just stop off to see all kinds of interesting things and historical stuff and whatnot. So I figured we'd do something kind of quick today, and I believe right down here somewhere is what we're actually looking for if my GPS is correct. Kind of a nice park. There's a creek right here. There's again, the pool is up there. I believe I think it's the University of South Carolina is right back that way, if I'm not mistaken. Look at this tree. I gotta say, some things I'm looking forward to seeing in the South are things like this, like these giant trees. Look at the way this one grows. Look at that. What kind of tree is this? Leave a comment down below if you know the actual type of tree this is. I am impressed. This thing is huge. I mean, we have some big trees. We have lots of sycamores around where I live, and they can grow to be very, very large, but I don't know what kind of tree this is. But clearly it grows to be very, very large as well. Look at the way the branches kind of curve and then rest on each other. It's like a knot of tree branches. That is awesome. So comments down below if you know what kind of tree that is, because I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, what we're looking for, we're not here to see the trees. The trees are just an extra added cool bonus. What we're here to see is down this path down here somewhere. Hopefully we're not bothered by anybody. I am noticing that there are, I think, a number of homeless people living in this park, which is fine. I mean, it's not fine. It's a shame they're homeless. I'd like to see these people, you know, doing better for themselves or whatnot. But hopefully when we get down here, we're okay. So anyway, I think I'm heading in the right direction. I believe, according to my GPS, what we're looking for is down here, parked up at the pool, because I think that was the only real parking in the area. I think it said there was maybe parking on the other side of the street, but I didn't really want to cross over the busy street. I did not know if it was like free parking or not. So anyway, like I said, right down this path, I think right maybe down there, we're seeing all that stuff there. I think that is what we are looking for today. Also, I live in the South. There's that smell. I don't know how to describe it. It's a very like kind of woodsy, sort of naturey kind of smell. I mean, yes, they have just cut the grass, which I'm sure is helping with that smell, but I've always noticed when you go outside, there's that smell of nature. And we do have that in Pennsylvania, of course, but it's really in the fall in Pennsylvania and in the spring. So when you really get those scents, especially fall. I love that fall scent. I will miss the scent of fall in Pennsylvania, but Here in the south, you do get that just sort of earthy smell when you just walk around. It's kind of like always in the air. I like that. I appreciate that that smell. I know it says no trespassing, so we're not going to go back there, but what we're heading for is behind us right now. But I just kind of want to see what this is. It's a bridge. It's an old train. Yeah, it's a train trestle. Look at that. Yeah, no trespassing. Property of City of City of Columbia, South Carolina Code Ordinance. So we're not going to go up there. You can see people have definitely gone back there, though. Look at that, the old train trestle going over top of the little creek here. Beautiful little park. Anyway, again, not what we're here to see, just an extra added bonus. What we are here to take a look at is right over here. Just not sure where the actual entrance to this is. I think you have to actually cross a piece of the little plot of grass here to get to the entrance, which I guess is where we'll start to take a look at what we're, again, here to actually take a look at. All right, so this is the Richard and Annette Bloch, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, Cancer Survivors Garden at, again, if I'm saying this correctly, Maxcy Gregg Park. This is pretty awesome. So we're getting some more extra added bonus with this sculpture right here. This is cool. This sculpture, Cancer, There's Hope, is the last work of the world-renowned sculptor Victor Salmons. I'm probably saying that incorrectly. He claimed it to be his finest, a labor of love. The back 5 figures are cancer patients and their supporters preparing to enter treatment. So, look at that. I did not know this was here. This is not what we came to actually look at. Pretty awesome. This whole park is dedicated to cancer survivors. This treatment represented by the maze. Notice the fear, determination, and hope on their faces in contrast to the joy of the front 3, signifying successful treatment. So, it's these people back here, they've got, again, fear in their eyes, they're scared. I mean, they have cancer. There's this woman here, a little girl, going through the sort of doorway here. And then they had a successful treatment, and they're happy and they're joyful. And they're coming out of everything as cancer survivors. That is awesome. That is nice that something like this exists, that a park like this is here. And beautiful park. Water's a little murky, but otherwise fairly beautiful park. And as you could, or as I said on the little plaque I read, there is a maze, and that is what we are here today to see. We are here to see, once again, yet another labyrinth, because, well, I'm kind of obsessed with labyrinths. There's actually a lot of plaques here to read, like a ton of plaques here to read. I've been noticing all around. Seek and accept support. Some people have been cured from every type of cancer. So there's lots of things to read, lots of quotes from all these different people. Probably the most plaques I've ever seen in one park at one time before. I mean, just even over there, there's a whole bunch of other stuff to read. Have plans for pleasant things to do and goals to accomplish. So words of encouragement for those maybe suffering from cancer. It would be a nice little park to come out to if you are, again, suffering from cancer, or perhaps you know somebody who is suffering from cancer. Maybe you lost somebody to cancer. I could see my future mother-in-law and father-in-law. They both, unfortunately, I don't know how to word it. My future mother-in-law, she has already passed away. She did pass away from cancer. And my future father-in-law, who has also sadly passed away, both Danielle's parents, he also had cancer. Did not die from cancer. He was a cancer survivor, actually. But so I do know people who were affected by cancer. So again, a lot more plaques out here to read. Mental welfare, physical welfare. There's all these benches to sit on as well. Treatment. So it tells you all about going through stuff. And then again, there's these benches here. Just don't know which are kind of nice. This is some more swings in my videos. On the way down here, I got to find a bunch of swings. Now on the way back to Pennsylvania, a bunch more swings as well. But anyway, we're not here for the sculpture, although that's a pretty cool extra added bonus. We weren't necessarily here for the plaques, although again, there's a lot of them, so also another extra added bonus. And we're not really here for the swing either, but swings are always an extra added bonus. We're here for the Labyrinth. This is why we came here. Labyrinth, sponsored by Colonial Supplemental Insurance and Palmetto Health. I believe this was actually built in 2003. It was installed in 2003. It's just concrete with paint, a lot of leaves. We're gonna walk it. I believe this is a 11 circuit medieval labyrinth, if I'm not mistaken. Again, installed in 2003. I do like how it's not just necessarily painted on. There's like a groove. There's a separation between the path and the kind of walls. I like how they did that. A lot of times when I see these labyrinths, and what I thought this was until I started walking through it, was literally just paint on concrete. But I do like how they actually separated the walls from the path. So even if over time, because you can see that's starting to weather away, hasn't been painted in a while, if that happens and you get an area kind of like this here where it's starting to blend into the concrete, you can still technically walk this labyrinth. It'd be a little bit more difficult, sure, but you could still technically walk it and sort of see where you're going, because they did that. I don't know if that was forward thinking on the creator's part or if that was just sort of a happy accident. I don't know. But either way, I do appreciate that, because unfortunately, when it comes to labyrinths, they're not necessarily always kept up. They're not necessarily always in the best condition. I find a lot of times they are sort of left to just. I'm confused. Wait, did I already go this way? I don't. No. All right. Sometimes they're just sort of left to weather away. And the upkeep just isn't all that strong. I've got to make sure I see where I'm going here. Okay, I'm going the right way, right? Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way. And then I just kick the leaves on top of the path I'm walking on. Okay. So they mowed out here recently, but they did not leaf blow. That would have helped, because again, these amazing trees, I don't know what kind of trees those are. Leave comments down below. They do create a lot of leaves, which then get in the way of walking the actual labyrinth. So far though, very, very nice labyrinth. I'm enjoying my walk here, and I'm enjoying the crunching of the leaves. They might be getting in the way. They might be making it difficult to see where I'm trying to go. I need to keep moving them to make sure that I'm actually still walking in the correct path, but I do appreciate the crunch of the leaves. Makes me feel like I'm back in Pennsylvania during the fall. Pretty sure I'm going the right way. I'm fairly certain I haven't gotten lost. I always feel when you walk these labyrinths, sometimes since they are so twisty and turny and wind within each other, there are times where I'm like, wait, did I already go this way? But no, I think we're good. We're kind of heading back out towards the outside of the labyrinth, and then we'll head back inside and then outside and inside and outside, and wind all around each other until we finally get to the center. So as I do always say with these labyrinths, they are nice for mental health. I feel they are nice to just walk and be at one with yourself and just kind of just be with your thoughts. They're very calming, very relaxing. And one good thing about labyrinths are, well, good and bad. I do find that 9 times out of 10, if not, let's say 99% of the time when I come to a labyrinth, I'm the only one here, unless I bring somebody with me. I'm the only one at a labyrinth. It seems like a lot of people don't use these. They don't come out to these. So that's kind of bad news. I would like to see these labyrinths get used more. I like to see these labyrinths more busy, people enjoying them more. But the good news is that if you do come out to a labyrinth, there's a good chance you will be able to be with your thoughts. You will be able to be by yourself and relax. There won't be 20 other people out here also walking the labyrinth. You'll probably have the place to yourself, which is nice. So if you do have something troubling you, if you do have something weighing on your mind, perhaps like, again, maybe you yourself have cancer, a loved one has cancer, maybe somebody has recently passed away from cancer, something like that, something terrible like that, which is what this park was built for cancer survivors. So if you have an issue, not an issue, if you have troubles, sadness because of something like cancer, this would be a nice park to come out to, a nice labyrinth to come out to, and just walk around. Again, be at one with yourself, be with your thoughts. On a day like today, it's absolutely beautiful. There's a nice breeze blowing. It's like maybe in the high 50s. A light jacket feels pretty good right now, especially in the sun. It's kind of nice to be out here just sort of by yourself, just enjoying the labyrinth. And I've been walking around this now for a while now. It's a fairly decent sized labyrinth, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I think we're actually coming towards the end now, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so yeah, we have found the center of the labyrinth. That was a good long labyrinth. Again, no two labyrinths are the same. Everyone's a little bit different. Everyone's a little bit longer or shorter. The paths are different. The way they're made is different, which is, like I always say, what I love about a labyrinth. No two labyrinths are the same. They're like snowflakes. Everyone is different. It's like people. It's like snowflakes. Every single labyrinth is slightly different from the previous labyrinth you've been to. Even if I come to find that even if a labyrinth, like I think this one's actually a recreation of another famous labyrinth, but if you come out to a recreated labyrinth, chances are it's going to still be a little bit different in some way. The size, the layouts, the design, what it's made of, it's going to be a little bit different than the other labyrinths you've been to, or even the labyrinth that is trying to recreate. So we have found the center of the labyrinth, but as my son always says, you're not done a labyrinth until you've walked all the way back around. So we're gonna do it again. I've also been noticing and hearing the chime over there as well. So when we're done walking the labyrinth for a second time, we're gonna go check that out also. This park's really awesome. The beautiful creek down there, the sculptures, the chime, the labyrinth, all the plaques, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 swings you can swing on. There's really nobody out here. I mean, I know it's a Monday, like midday Monday. Maybe on the weekends, this park is perhaps slightly more hopping. Maybe kids from the college come over here. Maybe they come out here to walk the labyrinth. Maybe if they're stressed out over a test or finals or some project they have to work on and get finished, maybe they come out here and they walk the labyrinth to clear their minds. I don't know, but right now, pretty much just us. I'm the only one out here. at the moment, other than a couple homeless people who I saw when I first walked in. We got the whole place to ourselves. All right, so I believe we're coming up on the, well, I'd say the end or the entrance. I think we've almost made our full rounds. I'm not mistaken. Wait, maybe, hold on. No, I am mistaken. Oh no, hold on. Okay, all right. Get all the twists and turns. You get so lost. You think that, like, how do you get lost in a labyrinth? There's one way in, one way out. It's not a true maze where there's dead ends and whatnot. You go from the beginning, you follow the path, you get to the middle, and then you backtrack and you're good to go. But you still somehow tend to get lost because it's just the way all the paths twist and turn within each other. It can be very, very confusing, but here we go. We have made it out of the labyrinth. That was awesome. Good labyrinth here in a beautiful park. I would recommend this one. This is pretty awesome. And again, we are kind of just sort of by ourselves. You can come out here, you can walk the labyrinth, you can see the sculptures, you can maybe go down by the creek, you can hang out on the swings. All of them looks like dedicated to somebody. And there's this wind chime over here, which it's not very windy today. There's a slight breeze blowing, which is why every so often I hear them kind of bang together, but we'll just do this by hand. So on a windy day, I'm sure that thing gets quite noisy. That's pretty awesome. Again, really cool park, really beautiful area. I'm digging it here. If you go to the college, I can see this being a pretty cool place to come, play some Frisbee with your friends on the weekend. Or again, just honestly get away and just sort of be with yourself. Come out here, walk the labyrinth, relax. In fact, I see some kids right down there right now. I say kids. I'm an old man. There's some young college adults down there playing in the park right now. So again, I'm pretty sure on a weekend this park is probably a bit more hopping than it is today, but it's a nice park. I like this. I'm glad I stopped here. But with that being said, I do have to get back to Pennsylvania. Although before we do end the video, what is this over here? I don't know what this is. Is there a stick? There we go. Is there like for donations or something, or I have no idea. That's whatever that is completely filled with leaves. I have no idea what that is. It's a wishing well. All right. May we all find comfort in suffering, joy in survival, and hope for a cure. Leadership Columbia, 2003. So, okay. So this is a wishing well. So whoa. These leaves are slippery. So maybe somebody's broken in here. Okay, that's not good. So I'm guessing you would throw your coins in here, make your wish, and probably the coins then would be donated, I'm guessing, to maybe cancer research, but I don't know. Looks like somebody is probably busted into there. Somebody broke that lockout to get to the money that was inside there, which is an awful thing to do. That's not cool. So that's, I guess, why the well is now completely filled with leaves, because the town or whoever was in charge of this probably went, yeah, I guess we're not having a wishing well anymore. So shame people have to ruin it for everybody else. I would love to have thrown it. In fact, I think I do have some change in my pocket. I could have thrown a couple pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters into there, not only to give money to, again, what I'm going to assume is probably cancer research. It doesn't actually say, does not say where the money is donated to, but even if the money is donated, I'm assuming the money would be donated to, again, cancer research, or maybe just the upkeep of the park in itself or something like that. But it's a shame people have to ruin it by stealing the money. I know people have hard times. Maybe it was one of the homeless people who were having a hard time, who needed the money, and I can understand that, but I don't know, it's a shame that people have to steal stuff. So, all right, guys, again, we are here in Columbia, South Carolina. Kind of don't want to head back home. It's so beautiful. I know back in Pennsylvania, it's cold. All right, guys, so I think that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to just take some pictures quick for Instagram, and then I got to hop back into the Vanabelle and head back to Pennsylvania. So again, here in Columbia, South Carolina, at the Richard and Annette Bloch Cancer Survivors Garden at the Maxcy Gregg Park. I cannot pronounce last names at all, but beautiful, amazing park with a really cool sculpture out front, an awesome fountain, some cool swings, a really nice labyrinth. I'll take a look at the sculpture one last time of some cancer survivors and going into their treatment, looking quite nervous, quite scared, but going through their treatment and coming out as survivors. That is cool. And then, of course, the labyrinth out back. So, all right, guys. Again, that is going to do it. I do have to get back home to Pennsylvania to finish up some things I have to do there. And then in about 3 weeks, I'll be hopping back in Vanabelle, heading back down south, heading back down to Florida to permanently stay in Florida. I mean, yes, okay, I will be taking a few more trips back to Pennsylvania because I've got things like Blobfest coming up, there's RetroCon. I've got to come back because my son will not be moving down to Florida for another like 3 months until after I move down. So I will be coming back up to see him occasionally. So I will be making the trips again. It's not like I'm not gonna make any more trips to Pennsylvania and then back to Florida, and from Florida, just back and forth. Trips will still be continuing to happen, but a lot less stressful trips because I won't feel like I have to hurry up and get in the car and make my way to and from as quickly as I feel I do now. I'm always on a bit of a time crunch with these drives. In the future, I can take my time. I can take as many naps as I want. I can stop off to see as much stuff as I want. It's gonna be a lot more relaxing in the future. But all right, guys, again, that's gonna do it for this amazing labyrinth and sculptures here at this park dedicated to cancer survivors. So, all right, that is gonna do it. So as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt where you can grab yourself retro Rest Stop t-shirts. Proceeds both from Spreadshirt and from Patreon do help support the show, and they do keep the show going, so I really do appreciate the help, really do appreciate the support. And if you guys watch this video all the way until the very end, let's just say hashtag find a cure. Hashtag, I mean, clearly some people have survived, but we need a definitive cure. So hashtag find a cure if you guys watch this video all the way until the very end. But all right, guys, if you've ever been to Columbia, South Carolina, if you've ever been to this park, if you've ever seen sculpture, if you've ever walked the labyrinth, leave your comments down below. I want to hear from you guys. The beautification of this garden is made possible through the Adopt a Park program and the Women's Club of Columbia. So I guess they are the ones who are in charge of keeping this looking good. But a leaf blower would help just a little bit. All right, guys. So again, that's gonna do it. Like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you do hit that subscribe button or you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys. Bye. So earlier in this video, when I said that college kids probably come out to this park on the weekends to do things like play Frisbee, I thought, wow, am I showing my age? Am I dating myself? Do college kids still play Frisbee? They did when I was in college. That was a very popular weekend activity. But yeah, do college kids these days still play Frisbee? Is that not cool and hip to do anymore? Oh no, I have not dated myself. Clearly, there are still kids coming out to this park to to play to play frisbee. There's a very dirty old frisbee right here. Do I still have it? I threw that terribly and got my hand all filthy and disgusting. Was that worth it? No. But was it worth it to prove that I'm not an old fart and that I did not date myself, that kids still come out to this park to play frisbee? Yeah, I suppose so. All right, anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. Oh, I gotta go wash my hand now. Ugh. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys. Ugh. Bye.